my voice memo. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you started getting involved in Charlotte.
So my name is George Giovanni Dortche, and I am currently 33 years old. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I've been living, working, and playing in Charlotte since 2000. So I've been here for 18 years. I've seen a lot of buildings go up and a lot of buildings go down and buildings go back up again.
Wow.
So my civic engagement pretty much started when I was pretty much born. I was born into civic engagement pretty much. My grandfather is a community advocate in Buffalo, New York, and he really instilled in me at a young age to take care of your community, take care of your neighborhood, and try to make it the best that you can make it yourself possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So at a young age, I was introduced to civic engagement, and then just watching him, seeing what he was doing, seeing the changes that he made, seeing the effects that people had because of decisions that he made, really was like a light bulb for me, and it attracted me to the civic engagement sector, pretty much.
Okay.
So,
What did your grandfather do? What was he doing that really inspired you?
Well, he was a community advocate, so whether it be that there's different problems in the neighborhood, or if there were problems on the job site, he pretty much was the go-to man if there was an issue, and he would hash out, negotiate, work with people, talk to people, pray with people. He would just do everything that you would need a good friend to do, pretty much, is what I would look at it. I think he was a great friend to the city of Buffalo. So much so that when he passed away, that they made a park in his honor, a neighborhood park in his honor, and they're just now breaking ground on a multi-million-dollar sports complex in Buffalo, New York, right now. So they're still continuing his legacy to this day. And he died back in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah. So just seeing those small little interactions and in the community made me want to pursue that even more and have a change on people's perspective.
Okay. And that kind of gets to my next question. It's actually probably one of the same answers that you just gave, but I was going to ask you, what's your why? What motivates you?
Well, what motivates me is hope and inspiration, and that I know that things don't have to be the way that they are. I know that things can change, but it takes a special person, a special change agent to push that cause along. Now, that person can't do everything by themselves. They have to have community support, individual support, business support to get those things changed. But it takes one person with the right mindset, the right inspiration to go forth and make sure that things that are not right are made right, or trying to be made right. Mm-hmm. Bringing light to different situations. So I guess motivation and inspiration are the things that motivate me to keep doing what I'm doing in the civic engagement sector.
All right, very good. I want to go ahead and switch gears real quick, and then we'll get back to the civic engagement. But tell me about the, is it the Black Business Owners of Charlotte that you're involved with?
Yes, I'm the Director of Community Relations for Black Business Owners of Charlotte. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that and what they're trying to do. Why is it so important that our business community is connected to this work when it comes to social change?
Well, BBOC is striving to not only increase economic development here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg, and surroundings, but they also want to have a platform to where social change can happen as well. Mm-hmm. So right now, they put on several different workshops throughout the community as far as certifying your business with the city or county. They've done resource fairs. They've put on drives for our less fortunate. Mm-hmm. So it's not just a economic piece or just trying to bring businesses together to gain money. It's really the whole spectrum of building a better community, and that's what BBOC is striving to do daily, is to build a better community.
Okay, build a better community.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like that. Let me see. Now, when I first met you, I think you were in the middle of a county commissioner race. Can you tell me a little bit about what motivated you to run for county commission, and just tell me a little bit about that experience?
Okay, so what motivated me to run, for one, is my family. For one, like I said, they had a big civic engagement. They played a major role in civic engagement in my life. Mm-hmm. So just my family motivated me for that. I live in Hidden Valley, so seeing the destruction, the drugs, prostitution, and all the wrong things motivated me to run, to try to make some change in my neighborhood and my community. And I feel as though there needs to be a stronger level of leadership at that county commission seat. Mm-hmm. Whether it be inspiration, whether it be motivation, whether there has to be some type of District 3 can be a lot better than what it is. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that the level of respect is there. Mm-hmm. Not saying that the level of respect is not coming from that district seat holder, mm-hmm. but just in general, the lack of respect in District 3 is what motivated me the most to run for mm-hmm. county commission.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who wants to apply for a local board, or even who wants to consider running for office?
Well, if they want to run for office, I would tell them to figure out what they're passionate about, mm-hmm. figure out what you're passionate about, and figure out what office caters to that passion of yours. Mm-hmm. If you're passionate about city streets and street signs and potholes, you probably don't want to run for county commission. Mm-hmm. You might want to run for city council. Mm-hmm. Those are similar city council issues. So just figure out what your passion is and figure out what office can help fuel that passion of yours and run for that seat. Now, if you want to run for, if you want to go on a board, join a board, there's several different boards that you can join. I know a lot of people have work schedules and they're not able to always meet at every meeting. Depending on what board you're on, there's a level of attendance requirements, and those vary depending on what board you're on. But most of the time, some boards have a call-in option. So if you're not able to actually meet there, maybe you can step away from your job and have a call-in option and call in and give your opinion to whatever board that you serve on. Okay. So if you're going to serve on the board, serve on as many as possible. I serve on the Charlotte Mecklenburg Community Relations Committee, mm-hmm. and I'm the workshop coordinator for that organization. And I also sit on 4 different boards. I sit on the I sit on the Education and Young Leaders Subcommittee, Crisis Response Subcommittee.
Is this all under the CRC?
MLK Parade Committee. Go ahead.
Is this all under the CRC?
All under the CRC.
Got it. So Education and Young Leaders Subcommittee.
Mm-hmm. Crisis Response. MLK Parade Committee. Mm-hmm. And is that 3? And MLK Crisis Response. Oh, and Police Relations.
Nice. And then my last question is, So you gave me some advice on people applying for boards. I really like that insight around being able to call in, because I did not know that was an option. And a lot of folks think like you're not going to have a lot of leeway, you're not going to have a lot of room to figure things out. But I feel like if you just talk to people, they might be willing to work with you, you know. So that's really good. My last question actually is, what do you think is on the horizon for Charlotte? What kind of trends do you see happening in the community sort of space? You share with me what you think is going on in Charlotte, and then I'll share with you what I've been seeing.
Okay, so ask me one question one more time.
So what's on the horizon for Charlotte? What's next?
What's next for Charlotte?
Yeah.
Well, what is next is I make another run for county commission, specifically District 3.
Nice.
And what's next is another level of inspiration and motivation coming from the government. I think government should play a big part in inspiring our youth and our adults in our communities. I think the nonprofit sector should play a role in inspiration. The business community should play a role in inspiration. The government should play a role in inspiration. There should be, everywhere you turn, there should be some level of inspiration, motivation in your face. Because there's so much other negativity in your face. There needs to be something to combat that as well.
That's true.
More, let's see, I want to see a more inspired Charlotte Mecklenburg. That's what's to come. More inspired.
We won't have to do that again.
Was that like a stop button or?